Alrighty, so here we are in the tutorial dungeon. So use WASD to move.
How do you feel? Can you move?
I've done this a fair amount of times as I've played characters and re-rolled a few times now.
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. Yet so much more.
I
am
bet.
the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a
It looks
complex
like
one.
his
We cannot hope
age
to
slider
see
is
its
put
pattern
all the
in
way
its
to the right.
entirety. Not yet. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyrus Titanborn.
Alright.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door.
Controls are really weird on the Mac
That's
compared
it.
to
Quickly.
Windows.
You must escape before the guards return.
Sensitivity's off. I'm actually going to adjust the sensitivity here. So settings, gameplay. We got interface. Maybe there is no. I assume to be under gameplay for. Well, surely it's not under video. I guess I'll just go through it like this.
Quickly, follow urgency.
I like to zoom out. Everything's just a little bit different on the Mac client. You seem to be able to zoom out a little bit further. Your crosshair is a little bit bigger.
There are weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
Yeah, we'll sprint through this. Now, you can interact with the environment quite a bit in this game. Should zoom in a bit. There's a lot of barrels and chests and drawers and everything else that you can go ahead and pull stuff out of.
Grab something to defend yourself. Don't be greedy. We have a lot of prisoners to
Okay, so you can go in here. You can just grab this stuff to go ahead and sell it later. I'm going to take all. One option I do want to enable. I know it was under controls. Nope, that's just keybinds. Oh, camera. Rotation speed. Let's crank that up to about 45. I'll take a look to see what it is on Windows because it definitely feels different. Oh, that's the first person. This is third person. Let's crank that up to 83. Smoothing on. Sure. I'm not sure what that does. But anyway, yeah, I want to go ahead and go under settings, gameplay. Is auto loot on? There we go. And I'll leave hide helmet off for now. It's still not that fast. I'm used to being able to spin right around. What was that again? That was controls, was it? Camera. Try 100. It's better. Let's go ahead. We'll grab the ice staff. I'm not seeing a bow. Is there no bow? Sword and board. And like I said, you can grab this stuff just to sell. And of course, there's baskets you can look in, bags. Go to my inventory. Let's go ahead and we'll equip one. Let's start off with a sword and board. You know what? Let's start off with a two-handed mace. I thought there was a bow. Well, dang. The two weapons I was looking for was a bow and a restoration staff. Neither one of them in here. So, combat in this game, there we go. It's pretty cool in the sense that you actually have to, you know, block, dodge, and interrupt. But it actually requires you to learn all of them, especially for advanced combat. And when you get into PvP, once you start getting into the higher tiers of PvP, you're definitely going to want to learn that.
Another enemy blocks the path ahead.
And that's probably a whole separate video all on its own. You better keep running. Alright, every level. And you know what? I haven't even looked at my skills yet. We'll do that now. Alright, so the way the skills work in this game, you have your class skills, which always has 3 lines to it. You have your weapon skills, which is all the different weapons in the game. Of course, right now I'm using a two-handed weapon. So as you can see, that leveled up because I am using it. As you level up, you unlock skills. And, well, I should say, as you use a weapon and gain experience in that line, you'll gain skills and your level will go up in that line. So your weapon skill, let's say I kept using two-handed weapons, I could get to like level 20 my two-handed weapon, and my character itself could only be, you know, like level 10 or something like that. So think of your skills level independently of yourself, but as you reach different levels in that skill, as you can see, you can unlock more and more skills. And of course you also have passives as well. So besides all the weapon skills, you have armor skills, depending on the armor you're wearing, light, medium, and heavy. And of course you can mix and match all the different types you want, just to be able to get the bonuses you want. Ratios for the Wood Elf, I've not looked at these. They're all passives for your ratios. So here's the one that lets you see level faster with a bow. That's one of the reasons why I picked this class. Increased stamina recovered while in combat. Maybe I should have went with the lizard person, since I plan on doing a lot of restoration staff as well. And I believe they level faster with that. But anyway, increased stamina recovered while in combat by 3%. And if you notice, some of them you can spend more than 1 point. And of course, as you level up at different intervals is when you can spend the points. So 3, 6, and 9, I assume. Resist affliction, increased poison and disease resist by 15, and increased maximum stamina. There's not a whole lot of things that deal poison, but the increasing stamina is always nice. And of course, stealthy. Improves stealth radius by 1 meter, increasing damage done from... Whoa, wow. So you can do an extra 9% damage from stealth. And of course, all of the different crafting skills, which is a bunch of videos all in and of itself. For this one, I'm not sure what I'll take. So far, I've got provisioning, woodworking, and I believe my other one's in clothing or blacksmith. I can't remember. I might do alchemy with this one, to be honest. I don't know, we'll see. Let's continue on. Oh, wait, let's grab some loot. I'd like to have a few lockpicks to start off with. Alright, we've managed to loot a few.
You've got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris. What? Who told you to find me? The Prophet. He spoke to you? What did he... Ha! That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment.
Yeah.
You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Alright. So basically, you start off, you're a prisoner. We didn't see the opening cinematic. I didn't record it. But I'm sure you can find that all over on the web. And here we go. The Wailing Prison.
We made it.
Press M to open your map. So here we are. And you can see that you have objectives on your map here and where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of looting in here. First off, it's the troll dungeon. Nothing you get in here is really going to, you know, you're not going to keep very long. Not to mention, I've done this a few times already, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and fight something. Let's get one of these things. Now you can tap a hard target.
Come, the sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything.
Oh, if there's one thing I'm ready for, that's anything.
Sentinels unguarded.
Alright, so when there's loot on the mob, you can go ahead and just right-click. And as I was saying before, between hard targeting and soft targeting, hard targeting is probably what you used to if you're playing more older MMOs like WoW, Lotro. Basically, you target the mob, and every time you activate a skill or anything like that, it automatically attacks that target. Or with soft targeting, it just attacks whatever's in front of you. It has a little bit of snapping too. Now, we'll go ahead and destroy this. Oh, else if I just hit E, like it says.
The god of brutality knows of your escape.
Oh, almost fell off the edge because most doesn't turn as fast on the Mac client. Same setup, just a different client. If you hold down shift, you can sprint, but as you can see, my stamina bar empties pretty quick. Oh, something behind me. Why, there is. There we go. Look at that. Ah, dang it. I missed what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go up here. And the first time I did this on Twitch, I obviously went much slower.
The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Oh, you're right.
Damn it. Destroying the sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us. Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see. Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Alright, and I know where he is. Follow the arrow.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it. Sir Cadwell, yes indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
So he's got rotting bananas. Well, I guess they're not rotting. He's got bananas and some sort of bottle of hooch. Oh, maybe it's just water. Is this a pipe? I don't know. But anyway.
Oh dear. Well, that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more
A little bit of rest.
scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
Mm-hmm.
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Alrighty.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you? Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck that, but you make the best of things. Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul-shriven, of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose.
Okay.
Ah, Lyris, girls as mad as Shirgoris jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose.
You meet Shirgor later from the Mages Guild quest line.
Eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me. An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now. I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
All right. I'll probably go a little faster during some of the dialogue in future videos. Well, then again, if I'm playing with my wife, probably not, because she likes to listen to the whole thing. And it's a little different for me because I've already listened to all this before. So press Control to sneak. And you get that little eye, shows that you're hidden. And while you're sneaking, you can go ahead and disarm stuff. Maybe I'll find something up here, right there. E to disarm. But honestly, I've been through here enough that I'm just going to sprint and jump. So if you look at the top, you have your little radars type thing. Kind of shows you the way out. Now maybe you get experience for disarming them. I don't know. If you do, it's not much. Maybe it goes towards your lockpicking skill. I don't know.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
I bet. Talk to Lyris.
All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you. I probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet. We can't possibly understand it right now, but the Prophet chose you for a reason. You're important, and everyone and everything we've ever loved is in danger. Get the Prophet to safety. I'll find my own way back, if I can. There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. You need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer.
Alrighty.
Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
And we'll see why in a minute. So, of course, lots of stuff here again. You can run around, loot, grab all sorts of goodies. Whoa! Let's not go sailing off the edge. After I've done this before I talk again, I did level once or twice, so let's go ahead and we'll spend our points. I completely forgot about that.
I give myself that the Prophet might be free!
Yep. Let's go for the whole cinematic view. Away she goes. And, whoa, look what we got there. Talk to the Prophet. Now, before I do that, let's go ahead and we'll spend our skills. So hit C, open this up. To start off with, you know what? Let's go into the skills first. I'm not really sure what I want to spend it on. So we have Assassination. We start off, deal 17 magic damage. Low health targets take 300% additional damage. Ooh, it's additional damage. That's really cool. Execute. Shadow. Gives player invisibility for 2.5 seconds. Is it targetable? Doesn't say, so I'm assuming it's self. Shouldn't that be gives the player invisibility? Anyway. What have we got for siphoning? Deal 23 magic damage and heals the player for 25% of the damage inflicted every 2 seconds. Wow, that's really good. Now these little white numbers that you see down in the description actually change as you level up your skills. So that does 17. This makes me invisible. I'm gonna go ahead and take Strife. That looks really good. And that's it. I guess I could have also... I don't have any armor. What do we have for racials again? Well, we couldn't get any anyway. We're going to be rank 5 in Wood Elves. I'm not sure how you level this one. It says you have no active skills. But anyway, let's go ahead. We'll talk.
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll.
Apparently.
Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Alrighty, old blind man. Follow me. One other option I want to go ahead and turn on. Ooh, it's under UI. I want to have my bar always show. I thought this was under interface, but I'm not seeing it. I'll have to look for it later. Oh wait, stop on NPCs, push tracker, active combat tips, action bar. Always show. There we go. It even looks different there. Okay, well anyway. With the old man in tow, I'm not going to bother looting anything. Quiet. Come on, old man. We're zoning. We're heading toward the Dark Acres. I'll loot this. You see the exclamation mark that shows what the new item was. Now there's a lot of add-ons you can get for this game. You might have actually noticed from the menu, the add-on section. Oh, glowing red, we're in combat. Oh, red. I'm going to interrupt him when he goes like that. I'm not sure how this is actually going to go. I have no ranged weapons, right?
The souls of the damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering.
I like to kite this guy. Come on. Pew, pew. One of the other plugins I want to pick up, I don't have it here, is one that shows actual like numbers. So you can see exactly how much you're hitting for. And for me, more importantly, so I want to see how much I'm healing for. Come on, he's almost down. Ah, there we go. So that's it. If I use that skill and it's active, I've got a red glow. There we go. Done. My destruction staff went up a skill point.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Sky Shard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern, some linked into Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
Alright, so we noticed there that it said a few things leveled up. So you can hit C, take a look at your character. I leveled up as well. I still have a skill point. Actually, no, I did not. I did not spend it yet. One of the things I look at is my skills that I'm actually using. It costs 40 magicka. So that means I'm going to want to raise magicka. I'm not a very big... I try to stick to one pool. We actually go ahead and hit C. Basically, you have skills that cost stamina. You have skills that cost magicka. Health, well, when you run out, you just die. At least to start off with, I like to raise the pool of the skills that I'm using. So that would be magicka. As we see here, I get 10. So if I didn't want to raise that, I could also, say if I wanted more health and stamina. So health gives you actually 15, but I want magicka for now. So bring me up to 130. Hit E to accept that. We go into here, which is your skills automatically, and I did siphoning. And if you notice, all the rest of them are at 1 because I don't have any skills to use. So these skill lines are not gaining any experience. But I use siphoning, and I used enough to actually get to level 2, and this actually went up to level 2. And I forget what it was before, but as you level, this will do more damage as your skill here levels. Now I read somewhere that apparently the more base pool that you have, so for instance this uses magicka, the more magic you have, the more damage this does as well. I don't think that's true. I think it's purely based on either the level of the skill, as you can see it's Strife 2, and the level of the actual skill line that it's in. But I'll have to do a little bit more investigation to see if that's true or not. When I start getting some gear that increases my magic pool, I'll go ahead and test it then. But I'm pretty sure the only thing that affects it is the level here and your skill line. So yeah, not anything we can do. Nothing to do there. It's every 2 seconds, so yeah, still 25%. He's already summoned the Sky Shard. We missed it. Now, Sky Shards are pretty cool. For every 3 you find, you get a free skill point. And there's a lot of them in game. Like 321 plus.
Your children are lost.
Those are just the ones that you can find. You get one for every level you get as well. So you can get a lot of skills.
My voice, Akatosh. I require your strength.
And there's respecking as
Let
well.
the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied.
Yeah!
Hurry! We must go now!
Molag Bal. His parents did not love him. So I'm going to quickly hit K. Wait for this to go out of the way. You'll see here the Sky Shards. It does keep track of how many you've currently found. When you hit 3, you get a skill point. It goes back down to 0 of 3. And if you actually go under your journal, come over to achievements, there's actually a Sky Shards one as well. And all these are different zones, different places. And you can grab the Sky Shards from those areas. So it's kind of like a nice list of which ones you still need. And of course, if you collect them all in one area, you will get an achievement. And there's tons of maps out there on where they all are. But anyway, yeah, easy way to keep track of them. So, let's go. Now, the first time I played, I made the mistake of just jumping off the cliff because I thought he did. But if you just actually hover your mouse over it, it says press E to escape. I should have changed the voice when we started. When I was creating the character, you had a choice to change. I didn't. Well, we're actually going to end up
The vestige awakens once again.
on a ship.
We must speak.
And this is actually where we're going to end it. I'm going to be hooking up with my... I was almost said my mother. My mother's not playing this game. I do not have the patience to walk her through something like this. But my wife is playing, so we'll go ahead. We'll end this video here. We're done the intro. And I guess we're going to team up. I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye-bye.